I paid for my sister's entire wedding. Then she uninvited me because her friends don't like my vibe. My sister always needed help, and I always gave it. Rent, groceries, textbooks, therapy, car repairs, even one of her credit card bills when she got into trouble and was too scared to tell our parents. I didn't ask questions. I didn't shame her. I just transferred the money and moved on. That's how our dynamic worked. She'd panic, I'd fix it. I'm 5 years older. I had the job, the salary, the apartment, the emergency fund. She had dreams, excuses, and a long list of things that were holding her back. I believed I was doing what family does, especially older sisters, especially when you're the responsible one. Every time she thanked me, I told her not to worry about it. I really meant that. So when she got engaged, helping her plan the wedding didn't feel like a favor. It felt automatic. Our parents weren't in a position to contribute. They barely keep their own house together. So I offered. I told her I'd cover the venue, the catering, and her dress. She cried and said I was saving her life. Said she'd never forget it. She forgot it faster than I thought was possible. The money started flowing immediately. She picked a venue way out of budget. I said yes anyway. She said she needed the aesthetic. It was a $7,000 deposit just to hold the date. Then came the food. She refused to do basic chicken and pasta. Said she had too many vegan and gluten-free friends. Catering for 120 people, nearly $5,000. Photographer she found on Instagram, $2,300. Makeup artist she just had to have, $1,200. Her dress, $3,800, not including alterations. I paid all of it. Everything was in my name. Everything on my cards. I kept receipts. I saved emails. I organized the whole thing while she sent me TikToks for vibe inspiration. She said she'd pay me back for the smaller things eventually. I didn't believe her, but I didn't say it out loud. The wedding was planned for June. By early May, I started feeling off. She stopped calling as much. Our group chat died out. She posted wedding content constantly, but I wasn't in any of it. No tags, no mentions. Her bridal party had matching robes already. I hadn't been told a word. I assumed it was just pre-wedding chaos. I figured maybe I'd be more involved as the date got closer. I didn't press. I was already deep in payments, and thought the silence meant stress, not sabotage. Then, late one night, I got the text. Just one message, not a call, not a heads up, just a flat paragraph. She said she'd been thinking about the energy she wanted for her big day, that some of her friends, mostly in the bridal party, had expressed concerns that my vibe didn't match the mood they wanted, that I came off too intense and blunt and might not blend with the soft, emotional tone she was going for. She said I meant so much to her, but that she was curating a very specific experience. Her words, curating. She said maybe it would be better if I didn't attend at all. I sat there rereading it like I'd missed something. But I hadn't. She wasn't confused. She wasn't asking. She was uninviting me. From a wedding I paid for. A wedding that wouldn't exist without me. She thanked me, told me she loved me, and ended with, "Please don't take this the wrong way." I didn't respond. I didn't even blink for a while. It was the kind of message that kills a relationship instantly. I felt like a walking wallet that had just been shut off. And somehow she made herself the victim in her own text. I didn't tell our parents. I didn't make a scene. I didn't post anything. I didn't reply with rage or sarcasm. I didn't give her the drama she probably expected. I went completely quiet, and that silence scared her more than anything I could have said. She didn't follow up. No, "Are you okay?" No, "Maybe we can talk." Just radio silence. Like she thought I'd just accept it. Like I'd still be wiring money while uninvited. Like she still expected me to keep paying, just quietly in the background, while she posed for pictures and posted about her dream day to people who hadn't spent a cent on it. But here's what she didn't think through. The venue? In my name? The catering? On my account, the photographer. Booked through my business email, the dress? Paid for but not delivered yet. Still pending. Every contract, every invoice, every major part of this wedding was under me. She thought she cut me out. She didn't realize what happens when the one paying the bill walks away. If you paid for a wedding and got uninvited, would you stay quiet or shut it all down? Drop your thoughts below. I didn't respond to her message. I didn't argue, I didn't demand answers, and I definitely didn't beg. I just went quiet. I knew silence would hurt her more than any reaction. She expected me to lash out, to call her crying, to fight for my place at her wedding. But she forgot one thing. I wasn't just the sister. I was the bank. The first thing I did was pull up every payment I made. I opened my credit card app, sorted every transaction by date, and made a list. $7,000 to the venue, $5,000 to the caterer, $2,300 to a photographer she found through someone's bachelorette party post, $1,200 to a makeup artist who only worked weddings and influencers, $3,800 to a boutique that designed her custom lace mermaid cut gown. I had every confirmation email, every receipt. Every one of those vendors had my name on file, not hers. I started with the venue. Their cancellation policy gave full refunds if canceled at least 2 weeks in advance. We had 13 days. I called and told them I needed to cancel. They asked if I wanted to reschedule. I said no. They processed the refund that day. The caterer was next. They had already been paid in full. Their contract allowed a partial refund minus prep costs if canceled within 10 business days. We were right on the line. I submitted a formal request through their website, attached the receipt, and cited personal reasons. They didn't ask questions. Refund processed within 48 hours. The photographer had a smaller operation. I emailed and said the event was canceled and that I needed to void the contract. She was hesitant, tried to say she already blocked off the weekend. I reminded her I was the one who signed the agreement, paid the deposit, and controlled the date. I canceled the payment through my bank. She didn't follow up again. The makeup artist got the same treatment. I didn't even write an explanation, just sent a message saying we no longer needed her services. She kept the deposit. I didn't care. The dress was the one I almost left alone. Not because I cared about her having it, but because it was already in transit. I called the shipping company, redirected the address to mine, and signed for it 2 days later. It sat in my closet. I never opened the box. I just wanted it off her back. None of it was loud, no social media rants, no group chat drama. I didn't tell anyone what I was doing. I let her think she'd succeeded, that she had locked me out and kept the gifts. She had no idea everything was about to unravel from the inside. 3 days before the wedding, the text started. A friend messaged me asking if the venue changed because the link was broken. Then another one said the caterer's Instagram posted about an unexpected cancellation. Then someone else said the makeup artist posted a last-minute availability slot. Then the phone calls came. From her fiancé, from an unknown number. I didn't answer. I didn't need to. She was already spiraling. That night, she posted a story. A long one. Black background, white text, about betrayal, envy, and people who can't stand to see others happy. She didn't say my name. She didn't have to. Everyone knew. The comments came fast. Some people offered sympathy. Most didn't. One of her own bridesmaids replied publicly, saying, "But didn't you kick her out of the wedding?" The post got deleted within minutes. I didn't reply. I didn't defend myself. I didn't need to explain a thing. The internet did the work for me. I just watched. Quietly. She tried to save face. Said there were logistical issues. Said the venue had plumbing problems. Said the caterer double booked. But people weren't buying it anymore. Someone leaked the text she sent me. The original one. The one where she asked me not to come because I didn't fit the vibe. I didn't post paragraphs. I didn't write a breakdown. I uploaded one image to my story. A screenshot of that message. No caption, no emojis, just her words. And everything went silent after that. People unfollowed her. Friends stopped replying to her stories. She locked her account. The last thing I saw before I muted her completely was a desperate post asking if anyone knew a photographer available on short notice. Then a picture of a backyard with folding chairs and plastic tablecloths. I didn't laugh. I didn't gloat. I didn't feel anything. She planned a wedding without me. I let her have one. The wedding still happened. Not the one she planned, not the one she posted about for months, but something. They moved it to her fiance's parents' backyard. She didn't say it publicly, but everyone knew the venue was gone. The chairs were plastic. The tablecloths were paper. They set up a Bluetooth speaker on a card table and played a Spotify playlist through a cracked iPad. Only half the guests showed. A few bridesmaids bailed. The ones who came looked uncomfortable. Someone live posted it in a group chat we were both in. I didn't ask. People just sent things. That's what happens when people finally realize who was behind the curtain the whole time. That's how I saw what she wore. It wasn't the dress. She picked something new, off the rack, cheap. It barely fit her. The zipper in the back was puckered. You could see the safety pins in one photo. She smiled like nothing was wrong, but you could tell. It wasn't joy. It was panic disguised as a wedding. The food came from a local deli. No warm plates, no coordinated service, just aluminum trays of pasta and sandwiches with handwritten labels. No bartender, no photographer. Someone's cousin took pictures on a phone. Her dream day had turned into a backyard barbecue with fake flowers and mismatched chairs. She never addressed it. Not to me. Not to anyone directly, but people noticed. People asked questions. And when her story stopped lining up, they stopped defending her. The girl who once got free drinks at bars by crying about bad vibes suddenly had nothing left to sell. The mood changed fast. It always does when the story stops being cute. 3 weeks after the wedding, she sent me an email. No subject line. She said she missed me, that things got out of hand. She said she was surrounded by people who made her feel like I was taking up space. Said she didn't mean to hurt me, she just wanted the day to be peaceful. Said she knew she messed up and hoped we could move forward. She signed it, "with love," like that erased anything. I didn't reply. I forwarded it to a folder and blocked her email. 4 days later, our mother called. She never called me first, not for birthdays, not for holidays. But she called that day, crying. Said my sister had locked herself in the bathroom. Said she was struggling. Said she needed her big sister. I asked her what she wanted me to do. Fix it again? Pretend nothing happened? Act like I hadn't been erased and used? She said it wasn't the time to bring up the past. I said she could handle it without me. Then I hung up. That was the last conversation I had with either of them. A month passed, then 2, then 6. She never tried again. Maybe because she knew I wouldn't answer. Maybe because she finally realized I wasn't just going to show up and carry her mess for free anymore. Someone from the bridal party messaged me out of nowhere. Said she'd heard the full story. Said she didn't know everything when she took sides. Said she left that friend group and felt sick about how she acted. I didn't respond, but I read it twice. The dress stayed in my closet for a while. I didn't open the bag. I didn't even move it. It just sat there, a silent reminder. I thought about giving it back. Then I thought about burning it. Then I realized it didn't matter. It wasn't about the dress. It was about the fact that she expected me to keep paying while pretending I didn't exist. I sold it to a consignment shop eventually. Got about a third of what I paid. I didn't care. I just wanted it out of my house. I think that's what people don't get. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about being uninvited. It was about the fact that she thought I would still support her. Still stay quiet. Still protect her. Even after she cut me out like I was some extra. It was about every moment I'd held her life together. All the nights I stayed up helping her finish college essays. All the calls where I helped her rehearse job interviews she never showed up to. All the bills I paid so she could say yes to things without thinking. All the trust I had that she wouldn't throw me under a bus the second I stopped being convenient. She broke it. Not with a scream, not with a fight, but with one flat message that told me I wasn't welcome anymore. So I stopped showing up. She made her choice. I let her live with it. No dramatic finale, no revenge. Just silence. She used to call me her second mother, her rock, her safety net. Now she calls me nothing, and that's exactly what she earned.